You guys know you like this. Are you kidding me? You guys know you like it. Put my headphones on, right? This was Delvin Mulamar Organ Trio. This was their warm-up set live on KEXP. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Just JP. I'm Justin. Super happy to have you guys. I say that all the time, but I mean it. I appreciate you watching. Even if you just click on the video and you click out, it's okay. No harm, no foul. Today I'm going to be listening to the band Howl Like a Winter with the song A Flower That Wears in Silence. Wait, nope, that's my autocorrect. The band Howl Like a Winter with the song A Flower That Sears in Silence. Like I always mentioned before, I do a lot of exploration of music outside of this camera space. And I was on RYM, Rate Your Music, for you that don't know. Great website for discovering new music if you want to get into different genres and stuff like that, and cataloging. And I was just scrolling through the message boards, and I came across this band. It was mentioned by the user Shores. So Shores, you may not even be here. I may message you or I may not, but shout out to you, Shores, because I'm going to be doing this band that you mentioned because I never heard of them. And honestly, they kind of sounded interesting. The name sounded interesting to me. Howl Like a Winter, as it says on Wikipedia, is a gothic doom metal band from Italy that was formed in the mid-1990s. My experience with doom metal. I've heard some. I haven't listened to a ton. Oh, okay. There was one band I do know, actually. November. November is another, actually, band from Italy. And I'm going to recommend a song from them because I actually really do like them. They're a great band, and I think that you guys will enjoy November if you enjoy, well, maybe, if you enjoy this type of music. Honestly, it's just a great song, the one I'm going to recommend you in the first place. Clean vocals for you that don't like growls, don't worry about you, I got you. The song that I'm going to recommend to you is from their album Materia, and it's going to be the first track called Vern. I think you guys will actually like it. It's a really good song, really good mood building, as they've always done. Great instruments. I think it's just overall really good. I like the singing in it. It's very soft. It's very nice. It's what it needs to be. A lot of nice open space. You know, I love that in songs. Wide open spaces. Listen to the song Vern from November. I'll link it in the description down below. Let me know what you think of it. I love giving recommendations to you guys because there's a lot of bands that I know that maybe you guys don't, but there's a ton of bands that you guys know and music that you know that I don't. Join me in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of this song from Howl Like a Winter. Let me know what you think of the other song I recommended you from November. And if you want, you can listen to the other song that I put in the very beginning of this video. I mean, you got choices today. You got choices. Anyways, this is Howl Like a Winter with the song A Flower That Sears in Silence. Put the volume up. Sorry. There's actually a lot to unpack in that song for me personally. Man, there's a lot. There's a lot to say about that song. And it's not bad. It's not bad stuff. It's not bad stuff. You know how sometimes I say first listens are hard because sometimes there's a lot to kind of take in? I never think on a first listen of a song you can get an entirely accurate representation of what you feel towards the song, what you think of the song. But these are my initial thoughts. So the whole beginning section, I liked it. I liked the way that they build up mood. It's very gothic-y. I don't know, it's just very gothic-y, very moody. But I like the whole atmosphere they build in the beginning. For just right now, I'm going to take all the vocals out of this. I just want to talk about the instruments and the music. I think that they excel, and I personally really enjoy this kind of atmosphere. Because you have the classical instruments that are being brought in, which I really like. I think they added a lot, not only to the overall mood of the song, this kind of gothic-y atmosphere, whatever you want to call it, this gothic metal tone, but they carry their own weight. They're not just used as, and let's throw these in because we want to sound like this. They throw it in because it works with the music and it sounds good, I think. I don't know how many of you are going to agree with me on this point, but I like the drumming in this. I like this type of double bass use because there's a lot of atmosphere, right? It's kind of like this big fog, and then the double bass, it kind of plays in spurts a lot of the times. It's like like it's very, I don't know the word for it, but I like the way that it plays personally. I like that style. I think I like it because, one, it sounds cool. Double bass has always sounded cool to me ever since I first listened to it, so I'm kind of a sucker for that. But I like it because it doesn't overstay its welcome. It's almost used as a nice flair and a nice momentum to the song. Just like push it a little bit, but still leave the space for the other instruments and the overall tone of the song to kind of set stage. The drums, specifically the double bass kicks and everything, they don't take center stage, and they don't necessarily, they don't drive the song as a whole. The drums here are like a backseat driver. And I mean that in a positive way, even though that sounds like a negative connotation. They give you the directions, they tell you where to go, but it's the other instruments, the strings especially, that are really driving this car and this song. I'm also looking at Wikipedia, so I have maybe kind of somewhat accurate information. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. But there's basically, from what I can tell and from what I read, there's 3 vocalists. I'm assuming it was the growls, the female vocals, and then the speaking vocals at one point. The speaking vocals may have also been the person who was growling before. I'm not 100% sure. The growling, I honestly didn't mind it. There's 3 types of growls for me. And I guess you could say this really about any other type of music, but specifically with growls, I always rank them in 3 different areas. Either I like them, for example, Opeth, I don't mind them, here, or I don't like them. I don't know, maybe like black metal and that kind of stuff. I have 3 different personal tiers of where I put growls. These are in the middle, where they don't necessarily add anything, but they don't make the song worse to me, personally. It doesn't take away from it. And the growls actually kind of reminded me a little bit of November, the band I had recommended you guys listen to. Let me pull up a quick song just so you guys can kind of get an idea. If I play a little bit of a little bit from Howl Like a Winter, just so you remember. Okay, so and then if I go to November. So the growling kind of sounds like that. That's immediately what it reminded me of. It's like in that, it's not deep, it's not screaming, it's kind of in that middle range. And that's kind of where it's like, I don't mind it. It's fine, you know? It doesn't do anything for me, but it doesn't take away from the music itself. The female vocals were good. They were, I've used this word a few times before, but they're very ethereal in the way that it's sung. It's very light, it's slightly haunting, it's like a light mist over this graveyard. just sounds like this light mist in a graveyard. Like there's heavy tones right here. The graveyard, dark, gothic, moody, gloomy, and then you have this little light fog of her vocals kind of coming over it. I like it. I like it. And then the third vocalist, I really like his voice because it sounds very rich. It sounds very deep. It's very sultry. It's nice to listen to. If I can use another example, I'm bringing a lot of songs into this particular video. Just bear with me. His vocals remind me of the band Therion, one of their songs particularly, the perennial Sophia. So it's interesting that the only thing honestly in this song that's holding me back isn't the music itself, because I honestly like this music, I like the sound of it, and I think it works very well. The problem that I have, at least on a first listen, is that it kind of sounds a little disjointed in that it goes from section to section to section, and it doesn't quite feel coherent or that they make sense together, even though it's weird because they make sense together, but I feel like they kind of like had these different ideas and they just kind of threw it into this one song, where I would feel that this song would be better if it was either longer or split up into different songs. You know, I feel like this song would be better if it was longer, and that each of those sections, with the growls, with the females singing, with the male singing, if each of them were elongated and allowed to breathe a little more, because for a 5-minute song, it feels like they fit in a little bit too much in the song. And I didn't have time to enjoy this riff or this vocalist or this part. It felt like it moved too quick for me to like really get into it. It's enough to get my interest because I enjoyed each part of it. I just wished in this particular song it stayed a little longer instead of just kind of driving by. It's like if you're going to, like, I don't know, a racetrack like for NASCAR. I've never been, but I'm just making an example. It's like if you go there and you're sitting in the stands and you see the cars coming. It's maybe your favorite driver. It's a cool car that maybe you saw a picture of and you can't wait to see it. And it comes by, it's like, whoa, that's awesome, that's awesome. Okay, it's gone. That's kind of how I felt with each part of this song, each section. I was enjoying it and I was looking forward to it, but it came and went so quickly I wasn't able to like really sit and enjoy it and digest it. So like I said, it's good because I liked what I heard. I just wish there was a little more time to breathe in it, in this particular song. But this is also the first song off of the album, so maybe they were trying to kind of give you like a nice, not prologue, like a nice synopsis in one song of what this band is about. And for that, I get it. It introduces you to what I can tell are all the elements of the band and what you can expect from the rest of the album following. But regardless, I want a little more breathing room in the song. It's enough to get me interested in listening to more of their music, but this particular song, I don't know. I honestly probably wouldn't listen to it, just to be honest with you. Lyrics, I have no idea. I sat here and read them for a little bit. That's all I have to kind of say about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Seriously appreciate it. Let me know, obviously, what you thought of this song. But don't forget, I recommended you a song earlier in this video. Vern by November. Let me know what you think of that song. Join me on Twitter. Join me in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching and for clicking. If it's your first time here, welcome. If it's not your first time here, thank you for coming back. And if it's your last time here, then I appreciate you stopping by. It was good having you. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Have a great night, a great day, whatever time it may be. And I'm out of here.